everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do my October favourites video today because I have lots that I want to share with you. So if you want to see what I've been loving for the past month, then keep watching. So let's get started. I'm going to start with some beauty bits first, and then I've got some sort of skin, hair care, perfume, that type of thing, and then I've got a couple of random favourites at the end as well. So I could not do this video without mentioning this little tiny product which doesn't look like much, but my goodness, I'm in love with it, and it's the Glossier Boy Brow, and I had this shipped over from America when they opened up shipping over to the UK, and I think it was free for a short while. And it is basically a brow product, but instead of being just like a dye or fibre base, this is waxed base, and I'm wearing it on my eyebrows today and I absolutely love it. I wear the shade brown, which is a really good match for me. It's not too reddy tone, it's quite ashy, which really suits my complexion, and I just think it's fantastic. It's really quick and easy to use, and it gives my brows such a natural but full effect, and I am obsessed with it. So if you're into beauty like I am, then you definitely need to check this out. So the next few things I want to mention were products that, in the interest of transparency and all that jazz, I was sent these, which in my opinion makes it even better for me because I was sent some things that I really love, and I just wanted to talk about them because I think they're bloody brilliant, and I kind of am frustrated that I like them so much, and you'll find out why in a second. But I was recently sent a good selection of Sigma brushes, and I've heard of Sigma several times over the past few years. They're a really popular brand when it comes to makeup brushes, and I have always wanted to try them but never ever justified it because you do have to invest more in the brushes that you buy. I've always used cheap ones like Elf or Real Techniques, or just ones that I've sort of stumbled across in a set, and I've got my favourites. But when I was sent these, I was so beyond excited to try them, and I thought, do I include them, do I not? And I thought, well, actually I really like them, and as it is in the run up to Christmas, if you've got a beauty fanatic out there, then these would be a brilliant gift. I was sent a selection, but these two are my favourite, and they are, as you can see, black handle with like rose gold detailing, and I have F40, which is the large angled contour, which I use to contour with, and I also have the E40, which is the tapered blending brush, and they are just both so soft, bearing in mind they're a little bit dirty because I've used them this morning, but they're so soft and gentle on the skin, and they blend things beautifully. I feel like when I'm doing like my contour or my eyeshadow at the moment, these make it effortless, and I've just really enjoyed them. So if you're into beauty and you're looking for something for your Christmas list, then these are the ones to check out. Really recommend them. Then my final beauty favourite is an oldie but a goodie, and I've mentioned this in a favourites video before, and it will have been last year, but it is the sleek Cleopatras Kiss highlighting palette, and it comes with 4 different shades. There are 2 cream and 2 powder, and I have absolutely been loving it, and I always seem to like it at this time of year because they're really quite glitzy, jazzy highlighters, and the gold shade, the powder shade here, I like to just rub a bit on my finger and dot in my inner corner, sometimes put it on my top lip, and I just feel like if you want a festive glow, this is so inexpensive and I absolutely love it. So the next thing I want to talk about are a shampoo and conditioner, and I picked these up, I think it was probably Boots in my village because they were on offer at the time, and it's the Garnier Ultimate Blend Silicone Free Shampoo, and this is the Quenching Hydrator edition, and it's coconut water and aloe vera, and I absolutely love them. They've lasted such a long time. As you can see, I've had these like a couple of months, and I don't wash my hair every day because it's not good for your hair, but they smell really nice. It's got that obvious coconutty scent, but not really heavy or sweet or cloying. It's a very sort of like crack open a coconut, fresh coconut scent. And when I had my hair cut recently and coloured, I was saying to my hairdresser, oh, my hair feels like it's in rubbish condition. She said, you know what, actually, whatever you're using on your hair at the moment, your hair loves, because it's actually in really great condition. It's just got split ends and needs jazzing up a bit and has a dire need for a cut. But I've been loving them to the point point where I would repurchase. Now I'm a bit of a shampoo whore, so normally I'll just buy whatever's on offer, and I actually want to repurchase these, and they're not too expensive, so can definitely recommend them. Now another hair care favourite is this, and this is also related to my hairdresser because she was using this on my hair when I had it done, and it is the new Tangle Teaser with a handle. Now I've mentioned in a past video before that I went onto the wet brush because every time I would use a Tangle Teaser, if I had a really bad knot, it would fly out of my hand and like hit the other side of the room, or potentially one of my children, which we can't be having when we're trying to sort out knotty hair. And this is just a game changer. Now not only is the handle brilliant, but the bristles are slightly different as well. They're like thicker at the base, and it's quite good for styling with. So if you like drying your hair and you're just brushing it out, it's great for that, and it works really well. I use it on my hair and I use it on Daisy's as well because she's got curly hair and it does get quite knotty. I just love it, can't recommend it enough. The next thing I want to mention are these, and well, the razor itself, which I didn't bring down because A, I'm using it at the moment and it's like used, which I thought was a bit gross, and it's like wet in my shower. But I have a Venus razor and I love these, and I used to think they were really expensive and thought, oh my god, what an amount of money to pay for like stuff to get rid of hair. But these are the Gillette Venus and Olay heads, and they exfoliate and help lock in moisture. But what is really different about them is that at the top of the razor and at the bottom there are like 2 strips of like conditioning balm. So as you shave your legs, you are moisturizing them and adding a bit of lubricant so you don't cut yourself. And the blades are fantastic, they work really well, like take off all the hair easily. These are a win in my book, and they last a really long time. You get 3 in a pack, and yes, they are expensive, but you'll be surprised how long they last you. Now the next thing I want to mention makes me think, oh, should I just include this in a pregnancy video instead? But then I think, well no, it's not just for pregnant women. It's the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula with vitamin E, and it's the skin therapy oil, and it's good for scars, stretch marks, dry damaged skin, uneven skin tone and aging skin, and it has a rose hip fragrance, and it's really greasy because I've been using it quite a lot. But I'm loving slathering this on my bump and my thighs and my back, well my whole body really, but definitely my bump and like my boobs. And it is just so moisturizing. Yes, it's a little bit like greasy to use initially, but it does sink into the skin surprisingly well, and I just really notice like the difference. Like I feel like my skin is like, thank you. So I can really recommend that, especially at this time of year where everybody's skin gets dry anyway. And then finally, before I get on to the other random favourites, is actually perfume. And I've had this for ages, to the point where I probably shouldn't wear it, I don't know, but I'm not gonna waste it because I've got a lot left. And it's YSL Paris Baby Doll, and it smells like really girly, sweet. It's a lovely scent. I used to wear this when I was a teenager, and I had a bottle of it on my like little bit where all my perfume is, and it had gotten so dusty. And again, in the early stages of my pregnancy, I couldn't find anything perfume wise that I was happy to wear because a lot of scents were making me feel queasy. And I picked this up and dusted it off and tried it on, and I've been wearing it a lot ever since. And I really like it, especially for this time of year, because it feels like a bit of a treat and I feel a bit different, and it's just perking me up a lot. So if you're into sweet scents, then this could be a nice Christmas present idea. But I really like it, and the bottle is so cute. Now the final things I want to mention are like home based really, and I'll start with this one because it's massive and I want to put it down. But it is this Addis mop, and I won't show you it too close because obviously I've been using it and that's gross. But you see this here, this is a bottle. It's a bit like a squash bottle, and what you do is you fill it up with floor cleaner and diluted with water obviously, and you can stick it back in there. And then at the top here where the handle is, there is a little lever, and you push that in and it sprays floor cleaner on your floor, and then you go and you clean your floor, and it's like a miracle. I bought this because 2 people in my life use one, or at least like similar ones. Emily Norris is one, and I'm sure you know of her. I'll leave a link down below. And then another person that has one like this is my brother, and I just thought, well, they've both got them, it seems really convenient, so I'm gonna get one. And you can buy like new sort of heads for it. That's a bit gross. I've got one under the sink, and you can take it off and like give that one a rinse, and I might even put it through the washing machine, see how it comes out. But it's completely changed my life because I have an 18-month-old who seems to be getting like messier, if anything, when she's eating. And there's always like a drink like thrown on the floor, or like yogurt or food, and I sweep it up and get rid of all of the food obviously, but then you're left with like a really dirty floor, and it just makes cleaning easy work. Absolutely easy work, and I'm in love with that thing. And then the other thing that I'm loving that is like home-based is Bold 2-in-1. Never thought this would be in my favourites. Picked it up at the Co-op because it was on offer and we'd run out, and I was just like in a rush, so I just grabbed what was the cheapest. It's got a touch of Lenore freshness, and this is lavender and chamomile, but because it's 2-in-1 and it does like the fabric softener and like the laundry detergent at the same time, I just find it really easy to use, and it comes with like a cap, and you fill the cap up and you put the cap in the washing machine, and for some reason I feel like that is giving a more intense clean. It could just be me, but I'm absolutely loving this at the moment, and I will be buying it again when it's run out. And it's, well, it's lasted an age, so it probably won't run out anytime soon, even though I feel like all I ever do is laundry. And yeah, I think that is everything. The only other thing that I'm enjoying that is like returned at the moment is Stranger Things is back on Netflix, which is really exciting because me and Mark really loved that last year, so we're like enjoying that, but trying not to like rush through it either. But yeah, I'm loving that that's back, because especially at this time of year it just makes it feel extra spooky. And then speaking of Netflix, the other two things I'm really enjoying, or I've really enjoyed, are 2 Netflix films that they've done themselves, but they're based on Stephen King novels. And I think the first one is Gerald's Game, and the second is 1922, I think it's called. And both of them were really, really disturbing. So if you want to watch a spooky movie, or you're just into that sort of thriller thing, then give them a watch, because they're a little bit weird, a little bit unusual, but really, really good. And yeah, that is the end of my favourites. I hope you found this useful as always. And if you've got any favourites that you're loving this month and you think I need to know about, because I always need to know about really good stuff, then let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's it really. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!